This is where the cool podcast intro is supposed to go, but I forgot to finish it. Anyway, here's Scuffed as Fuck. Welcome to the Scuffed as Fuck podcast. I'm your host, Retro Koda, and with me today is my co-host, Cubic.
Hi.
So this is a little mini episode for you guys, just because I wanted to get something out on Saturday this week, because we'll be posting it this Saturday, but our schedules have been so busy, like the past 2 weeks, we haven't really had a proper time to record. We had one planned, which will be next episode, but because we've been so busy, neither of us have had time to do the research for it. So in the meantime, you guys get to listen to us talk about something that we've mentioned before on the show, Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the reason why I bring this up is because Cubic has been playing on stream the first game, and because he was playing on the first game, I decided to go back to the godforsaken game, as much as I love it. And start the first game on proud mode. So I just kind of wanted to get a baseline feeling for where you've been so far, favorite worlds, least favorite worlds, favorite enemies, what do you feel about the storyline, etc., etc.
Yeah, sure. So I think I want to start by saying it's a fun game. I do enjoy it. It is charming.
I knew, I knew you would like it.
But I still think the anime X Disney style is still really
Mhm.
stupid. So
Listen,
I don't think my opinion will
I
ever change on that.
I I feel like at some point I might have said it wasn't, but I also want to now change that if I have and say I'm not disagreeing with you. I feel like it's almost like I can't remember the name of the movie or the Cartoon Network movie, but uh you might remember what I'm talking about. Were you a Cartoon Network kid?
You talking about Out of Jimmy's Head?
Yes.
Oh,
Or the kid gets into like the accident with the train or whatever at the
mm-hmm.
at the fake Disney World, not Disney World, Disney World. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it's the brain of the like dude who created all of the characters. Like, hey, that movie doesn't make sense because if you have to get brain surgery, you're dead. Um,
Oh,
like like
that's
if
not
you have to
true.
get your well, no, but if you have to get your full brain replaced because of an accident, um, I mean, is that you or is that the other person that's now in the body?
That's
But
true.
I digress. It's very much similar to that movie of like I just it when it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't. And I feel like Kingdom Hearts works, but that doesn't mean it's not stupid. Like
That's fair.
I love the game. I love the whole series, but the concept of these Final Fantasy characters being dropped into a world of Disney, it could have been literally anything else.
Yeah, and to be honest, like you know how the game starts with they're on the island and they're doing the training with each other, and there's like the
Mhm.
fun little race. I found that part really charming and super enjoyable.
Oh
Honestly,
yeah.
if the game, I almost want the game to be all of that. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's just what Final Fantasy X at that point. Like with the oh, I can't remember the water ball
Like
game,
you can see where the
whatever.
appeal of Disney could draw people in.
Yeah. I will say Destiny Islands is a really cute world. I do love it, and I wish that you got to spend more time there and not just the first like tutorial section.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Ooh, excuse
Bless
me.
you.
Thank you. Um, Me, edit that out. Also me, probably won't, but thank you. Um, No, yeah, it's just I wish it was a little bit longer than that. I mean, I so I don't I wanna know your opinion on it. How do you feel
Okay.
about the jumping mechanics?
That's an interesting question because we talked about in one of the episodes, like, how good is a character's jump compared to Mario,
Mhm,
and that's, like, the baseline for a good platformer. I
mhm.
think, I think they're okay. I don't think they're bad, only because, it's kinda, like, floaty, but that's a good thing because you can do aerial maneuvers and whatnot, so I think it's good for the game that you're playing.
And the controls, do they feel clunky to you at all?
No, I don't think so. I mean, you learn how to, like, Dark Souls roll, and you learn how to do, like, slide attacks. Honestly, like, from the grand scheme of games, it's more on the good side of controls, in my opinion.
Okay.
Do
I
you
mean,
disagree?
uh, I only disagree because I like a little bit more fine-tuned, controls. Like,
Uh-huh.
uh, mm, I I would say it would be a 10 out of 10 game, if it had a little bit less floaty. Like,
Really?
yeah, as much as I wanna give it its props because it is kind of a product of the era it was made in, um, I find myself struggling so hard with certain jumps because it's like either the character runs off the platform instead of jumping when I hit the jump button, or the character will, like, turn around when he doesn't need to. Like, I don't know if you had any trouble when you were in deep jungle, but the hippo jumping and the vines gave me so much trouble on my first playthrough. I
Really?
think I spent yes, I was just not good at it, like, every fucking time I would try and jump and my character would either fall back down into the hippo area, or I would, not time the jump or not get close enough to the edge, and he wouldn't grab onto the vine, and it was so frustrating because of how floaty it felt. It was like, "Am I gonna grab the vine? No, I'm just gonna fucking miss it by a mile."
Hmm, okay. Yeah, that's interesting 'cause, I'm not saying it's a skill issue, but I didn't have that problem.
Yeah, yeah.
No, honestly,
What ab
one of the big gripes I have about the game is that, you can definitely tell that they were very ambitious with it because there's so many different things they tried to pack in there.
They cram that thing full. They used the
Mhm.
full extent of what they could, and in some cases it worked, in some cases it's like, "Well, you probably could have left that out."
Yeah, honestly. And I think, I don't know, there's certain mechanics that you learn for, like, one singular special instance, some of which don't even
Mhm.
matter to the main, pathway.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know. That bothers me a bunch. There's also things that, like, so I'm playing it with Adrian, and,
Mhm,
they were telling me that there are some things that I was able to get first try that, like, for example, the Winnie the Pooh, minigames, which I
mhm.
adore. I love that area. I love the hidden
Ugh.
pages. Um, but there's, like, one where he's on a swing, and you can if you time the buttons perfectly, you
Mhm.
overshoot him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's annoying. Why would you inputting buttons perfectly make you fail?
Yeah, it's I wish I could give you an answer to that. I feel like that was a I think that area was specifically meant more with kids in mind, so you're not gonna get perfect, you know,
Well,
every time.
tr true, but, like,
But
you shouldn't get penalized for
you
having good
shouldn't get
inputs.
penalized for it. Yeah. No,
There's
that's
been
totally valid.
there's been a couple instances of that. I don't The other ones I can't, pull out of my head right now, but there's been a couple of things like that where, like, wow, that really if I would have failed that, I would have been actually upset.
Speaking of the Winnie the Pooh ones, the one that also frustrates me the most, um, because of my not hatred, but dislike of the jumping mechanics is the fucking tree.
Why?
Because I literally just ended stream maybe like 20, 30 minutes ago before we started this. And I tried it a little bit before I got to the area I'm currently in. And every time that I would try to jump from one branch to the other, my character would like jump outward. He'd jump back towards the camera instead of actually jumping towards the branch. And I don't know if
Hmm.
it's just because the camera was wonky or because I was, moving my thumbstick in the wrong direction, but like I was just trying to jump left to right. And so sometimes he would be jumping into the tree, sometimes he'd be jumping away from the tree, and then trying to smack the bees at the same time. He'd drop all the way down to the bottom of the fucking map.
Um, I don't agree, but I hear you.
I listen, I respect it because you also have probably played quite a few platformers in your life. I'm not
That's
much of
true.
a platformer. I am
Platformers
much
are
more of like a shooter.
that's fair. Platformers are definitely I've played those the most out of all genres, probably.
Like when it comes to what I always knew I was gonna have trouble with platformers too. As a at a young age, I still have this memory locked in my brain. Did you ever play Scooby Doo in the Cyber Chase?
No.
Fantastic PlayStation 1 game that has a similar kind of vibe to Mario 64-ish, give or take.
Okay.
Kind of sort of in the world in the sense of there's different worlds that you go and visit. You have to make it through the world, except instead of it being like 2D like side scroller, it's a 3D game where you're heading to the end, it's kind of like a Crash Bandicoot. Um,
Okay.
but you visit these different worlds uh, that are all based on. You saw the movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're all based on the same worlds from the movie, but there is a gladiator section, and part of the level you play as Shaggy, and so you're having to climb on these destroyed Roman pillars and stuff to get to the area.
Okay.
It's it shouldn't be as hard as it is, but the mechanics were in such a way that as a child, I had to use his shadow at the bottom of his feet to be able to see where I was jumping. And half the time, the shadow was not where the actual character was. So even if you thought that you were jumping to the correct spot and the shadow would show it on top of the block, you could be like a mile in front of it and be falling between the gap. I think it was
Which is
based on the character's head versus their actual feet.
which is not good game design because for 3D platformers, that's usually a tell is the shadow that they cast.
Hmm. So I struggled with that for years, and it wasn't until I was in my 20s that I was able to finally beat that game. Um, Thank you, emulators. But uh, it's just I always knew that I was going to have trouble with platformers, so that's why I kind of didn't end up playing a whole lot of them growing up.
Yeah, yeah. Which I can understand that. I mean, that's really frustrating.
So it's like my jumping skills in this game are because of the fact that I didn't play a whole lot of jump platformers growing up. So
Okay.
I can understand where you wouldn't have issues.
Yeah. Yeah, that's valid.
um, what worlds have you been to so far? Give me a rundown of everywhere that you've been so far that you can remember off the top of your head. I know
As
the
far
other day I hopped into the stream and you were on Halloween Town.
Yeah. As far as I know, I've been to all of the Disney themed worlds, based on what Adrian has told me. So I've been to the jungle, I've been to Aladdin World, I've been to Halloween Town,
Okay.
the Coliseum, Traverse Town, of course. I've been to Atlantica. Which by the way, fighting and swimming was probably the worst experience of my life. I hated that one.
Yeah.
Um, what else? I've been to What else is there? I know you don't want to
Monstro.
spoil it. What?
Monstro.
Yes, yeah, that's right. You go inside the whale,
Yep.
and then Neverland. I've been there.
Okay, so you've been through most of the worlds. You're
Yeah.
getting towards the end. Cool. Um, Out of the ones that you've done, uh, would you say Atlantica, Atlantis, whatever the fuck you want to call it? Would you say that's probably your least favorite?
Yeah, just because like what here's the thing. You learn how to fly in Neverland. I
Uh,
found that so much better of an experience than actually swimming in Atlantica. I don't know why. It was super jank. You locked onto enemies, but you still couldn't hit them. Like it just made me really frustrated.
100%. Um, I talking about pointless mechanics. I would say Atlantica is a pointless world to be in. In the guides themselves, you can actually skip over the entire area. It is not a requirement.
Really?
Yep. In order to finish the game, Atlantica is not a required world to beat.
How's that possible?
It's the same thing with Olympus. All you have to do is close the keyhole. But the Atlantica is not necessarily an actual world because Ariel's not one of the princesses.
Uh,
It's
but
just a yeah.
there is a keyhole.
But there is a keyhole, but you don't have to finish it.
Okay. I
Yeah.
wish I knew that because you
Well,
know.
I mean, it's that's for like the experienced players. Like if you're playing through after
Uh-huh.
having well, so if you're playing through having already played through it before, there are things that you can skip. You don't have to go to Olympus. You don't have to go to Atlantis because both of them you can seal the keyhole, but neither of them have pertinent parts to the story.
hmm
Ariel's not one of the princesses that gets captured. All you're doing is really just fighting Ursula, and you don't have to beat the Colosseum because the Colosseum's just for basically leveling up and getting rewards.
Right.
You can you're fighting. Have you done all of the cups in the Colosseum yet?
I think I still have to do the Hades Cup. I did beat Hercules
Okay,
though.
okay. So yeah, you're beating Hercules. You're beating Hades. There's another part to the Colosseum that I don't want to spoil for you if you do plan on going through and finishing it up. Um, I loved the Colosseum on my first playthrough, so that's why I kept was like, you can go there, you don't have to. But
Yeah.
the only places that are really like pertinent to the story are everywhere else.
Okay. No, that's fair. I really like the Colosseum too, only because I think the fighting mechanics are super well tuned.
100%. Um,
Um, I I had a the Colosseum made me think of something. I have a hot take.
okay, hit me
I
with
don't
it.
think I don't think any of the Final Fantasy 7 or 8 characters are need to be in the game.
No, not at all. Cloud
It's
has no
really
reason for being at the Colosseum.
yeah, yeah. Like
Aerith makes no sense being there.
unless I'm missing something later on, I don't know.
No, you're not.
Oh, then
Cloud's literally there at the Colosseum, and that's all. I mean, there is a hmm,
if you're gonna, I know Sephiroth is in the game. I just haven't got there yet.
okay, yes. So there is a whole thing with Cloud and Sephiroth, but that's their only reason for being there. I think Square
Okay.
Enix was like, let's throw these two into this game and make them fight each other, and it'll be badass. Like that's their whole
Yeah,
plotline for being there.
yeah, like
Cloud's
Leon and Sifu. No,
uh,
who's the ninja lady?
well, there's Yuffie,
Yuffie. That's it.
there's Aerith, there's
hmm
Leon, there's um,
Cloud.
Cloud. The one that you're thinking of, I think, is Sylphie. She's from the Destiny Island.
No, it was Yuffie.
Well, I mean the name that you gave though. I think it was
No,
Sylphie.
Genuinely, I knew there was like a U in it, so I'm like, is it Sifu? Is it? But I was
No.
thinking of Yuffie.
Um, I think it's cool that they had those characters on Destiny Island, but also at the same time, they could have been anyone else. They could have been 3 random kids.
Are they not? Wait, at the beginning?
Yeah. Titus and, I can't remember the other guy's name. Titus is from Final Fantasy X.
Oh,
Um, then there's, sports ball guy. I wanna say his name is Waka or Wako or something like that. He's also from 10, I believe. And then I think Sylphie or Selfie, whatever her name is, she's from, like, Final Fantasy 6. Hold on, I can actually pull this up.
well,
Uh,
so to be quite honest with you, I thought they
uh,
were random kids. I thought they were actually canon to, that
the
island.
thing is, like, yeah, no, they're Final Fantasy characters that are in the game, which makes it worse. They could have
Oh,
literally been random ass kids. Um, we're gonna ask Google real quick. Who are the 3 kids that were on Destiny Islands? I'm typing this out, or I'm asking it because I don't wanna type it.
yeah.
Um, uh, so there was, Titus and Waka from Final Fantasy X, and Selphie from Final Fantasy VIII. She was from Final Fantasy VIII, actually. But that's the thing. They literally could have been just 3 kids that they designed, and
I
not
thought they
Final
were.
Fantasy characters. I know.
Well, so
That's what makes it worse.
so Destiny Island is a place where they escape to. That's not where they actually live, right?
No, that's where they live.
Are you sure?
Um, 100% because so you might have missed the cutscene, or you might not have been paying attention, or might have skimmed over it. But when you start as Sora, like whenever the first time that you actually fight the big darkness boss on Destiny Island, um, before you leave your bedroom, like because the storm's getting bad outside and you want to make sure that the boats are good. Uh, After it cuts back t it pans down to the empty bedroom, and you hear Sora's mom from the other room saying that dinner's ready.
Yeah, I
So,
remember
like,
that.
they literally live there, or they're on vacation there. There's also a later scene, I just got to this on stream, when you're in, I don't know if it's in Monstro or if it's in the world before in, like, Agrabah, but there's a scene where, Riku and Sora are children, like little tiny squirts, and
Yeah.
they're going into that little hidden cave. Um, and then they start talking about the girl that moved in next door to the mayor's house, which they're talking about Kyrie. So like this whole island has a mayor, has families living there, and they're trying to escape from the island. They want to go visit other places,
Hmm. Okay.
right?
Yeah, yeah. I just
So this
I'm trying to
story,
imagine where they all live, you know?
yeah, they live on an island that looks like it's only big enough for like 4 people.
Yeah.
But yeah, whole entire place is their actual home, which is why it makes it weirder that the Final Fantasy characters live there. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess so, yeah.
but to your point though, they could have been just any random characters. They didn't have to be like Sora's not even a Final Fantasy character, but all of these people are interacting with him like they know who he is.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know then.
Also, Leon, um, for the purposes of the story, let's say he was integral to the story, um, as iffy as you would call that for what it is.
Okay.
Um, it doesn't make sense. why would he call himself Leon? Because his actual name is Squall.
Yeah,
Um, but apparently he goes by Leon because their world was, taken or destroyed or what have you, as he says. And so, like, it says in the actual journal entry that he goes by Leon until his world can be saved, and then he'll go and use his real name again. Like,
but no one else does that.
no, no one else does that. It's just him. Because his last name is like Lionheart or something like that. Um, but he goes by Leon because he doesn't want to be called Squall. He's like, I haven't earned that name yet.
Okay.
Like,
No, that's annoying.
what the fuck? Right. So I have my own grievances with the story, as you can see. But what parts of the story have utterly baffled you, confused you so far, or just like, why is this here? Have there been any?
All the Final Fantasy characters, for sure. Um,
Uh-huh.
what has baffled me? That's a good question. Um, I mean, I like the overarching thing with like the princesses and like, uh
Hmm.
this like looming threat, this Ansem character that I kind of know about but not really.
Yep.
Because you get the journal entries as you go along. I like
Correct.
finding the Dalmatians.
Ugh, man. Have you gone back into Traverse Town and or Twilight Town, whatever it's called? I think it's Traverse Town. Have you gone back in
Yeah,
there and gone into the building where all the Dalmatians are?
yeah. I haven't
It's
lately, but like
really
I've gone whenever I've collected a couple, and yeah, they just fill the space. It's really cool.
it's really cute. I
Let me
I
see.
love that whole thing.
Yeah. Um. Hmm. What has baffled me? It's really, it's a decent story. So like, I don't know if it's like blown me away, but it's like a
No,
fun action RPG story. So
no.
I'm not like I said, I'm not like nothing has been like, oh man, I can't believe that. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, and to what I meant though was like not necessarily that, but more so like, has there been anything that you're being like, well, why didn't you just do that in the first place? Or like, why didn't you, why is that a thing? Why? Because
Um,
there's a few, and I don't want to spoil them because they're late game for me. That I'm just like, well, why didn't we just skip doing this and just do that to begin with?
I don't know. I don't know if I have anything like that yet.
You might get there towards the end of the story. I will say, uh, do you plan on playing the other games, or is this a one and done?
I'm gonna at least do two.
Okay, are you gonna do Chain of Memories at all?
Probably not.
Oh man. Okay, so hear me out. This is me getting into my hear me out of
Okay.
this whole episode. Um, are you playing just one like straight up, or do you have the 1.5, 2.5 remix?
I have the final mix of both
Okay.
games.
Okay. So the 1.5, 2.5 remix copy comes with um it comes with one Chain of Memories remastered. It comes with a video for 358 over 2 days. And then it comes with two Birth by Sleep and Recoded. Okay, so there's 7 games in total. 6 games in
Okay.
a movie.
A
Um,
movie.
yes, the movie is the 358 over 2 because it was technically a DS game, so they couldn't really port it game form without just rebuilding the entire game. So it's just all the important storylines of that game made into like a movie.
Okay.
Okay. Technically, story wise, Chain of Memories is 2. Even though
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is 2, um, if you don't plan on playing it or if you don't wanna play it, that's fine. Uh, I can give you a quick little synopsis.
Are the things that I need to know for two?
Kind of, sort of.
Uh,
So, trying to be as vague as possible, um, Chain of Memories starts at the immediate end of 1. There's a whole thing that happens, um, then Chain of Memories happens. The whole thing is basically Sora loses his memory. He goes to do a thing, and in the process of doing the thing, loses his memories. So, 2, you have no memory of who you were or anything that happened in the first game. And your whole thing is like trying to remember it.
okay.
So, the only reason why I recommend 2 or why I recommend Chain of Memories is even though it's basically the same game of 1 but in a different form, the story is partially integral to 2.
Okay. I'll watch a YouTube video.
Listen, people want to give Chain of Memories shit, and I will tell you it's an okay game. It's a good game. Um, I think people are so against it because it is card based. That's the
Yeah, but
biggest issue
is
for
it
a lot
like
of people.
Slay the Spire card based, or what is it like?
I don't think I've ever played Slay the Spire, so explain it, and then maybe I'll say yes or no.
The battle system is you draw random cards, and that is the ability that you can cast.
Sort of, kind of.
Okay.
So the combat is you get a set deck of attack cards, spell cards, etc. You can collect more as you go through the worlds, but you basically have to build your deck around everything. There's numbers involved, so think of it like oh, I wish I knew how to explain this. Okay. So, yeah, the enemy plays cards as well. So you're fighting their cards, but you can actually technically fight them faster if you play your cards faster. That's just a spamming the A button basically.
Okay.
Um but let's say a character plays a card with 4 on it. You have to either match it to not take the attack or do a higher card number to um, cancel it out and hurt them. And it's not in a card game form. You are still playing a Kingdom Hearts game, but the cards are your attacks, which is why it's very hard to recommend the game.
Because it's so different.
It's so weird. Actually, while we're on the topic of it, I'm gonna pull up a YouTube video just to prove a point. I'll show
Okay.
you the Chain of Memories, um, the gameplay style. While I'm doing this though, who are some of your favorite characters from it? From Kingdom Hearts so far? Is there anyone that you hate the most out of all of them?
That I
Uh,
hate. Oh man. Um. I mean, I like all the Disney inserts, despite me not liking the fact that it's like mixing the styles. I do like those characters. So like
mhm.
Donald and Goofy being your partners, I think is really fun. Uh, I like the I like that you. I don't expect what. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that because I kind of do. The like main characters of the worlds becoming your partners for a little bit is really fun.
Okay,
So I like having Tarzan. I like having Peter Pan. I like having who else? Jack Skellington was awesome. I loved having him on my party.
I love Jack.
Um,
Jack is a lot of fun.
yeah, that was probably my favorite world. Was Halloween Town. just because the style was cool, the concept of like building a heart, but then it's not working out, and then Oogie Boogie eats it, and it becomes evil, super evil already, more evil,
Oh.
bigger. He becomes the
I
tree.
also I also really love that whole entire world. Like the boss fight is fantastic as well. The whole gambling like setup too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It was
really,
interesting.
really fun mechanics for that one. Okay, so I found a video. Granted, this is a 45-minute video. We're not going to watch the whole thing. I'm just going to skip through to a part where you can actually see some of the combat happening, and you'll
Okay,
understand what I'm talking about. So
all right.
let's scroll to. Um, okay, so turn this down a little bit. So playing a card higher than your opponents and breaking through is called a break. Playing a lower card results in your attack being deflected. Powerful cards can be deflected from the enemy, um, but you can actually see this is you just learning how to do it with Leon.
Okay.
Here is oh
I mean, it doesn't look bad.
no, it's not a bad thing, but it is a little confusing in some instances. Here, this is someone playing this on 100 proud mode, by the way.
Is that like the hardest difficulty?
Yes, well, yes, in these games. So you can see the armor will play its own card, and you have to be able to beat it with numbers. Also, your teammates, such as Donald and Goofy, are card form now.
Okay.
They don't follow you around. You're playing as just yourself. But the you can collect their cards and use them in combos and stuff. It's a fun game. I like it. I like the mechanics of it. It's hard to explain, but it's fun. Um, at the very least, watch a like the cutscenes, like or watch a video on what happens, because the game really is. It's not integral. I hate to say it's not, but every Kingdom Hearts game is technically integral to the story, as stupid as it is. Even the ones that have been canceled.
Oh, great. Love that.
Which, well, so the mobile games Union Cross and Union Cross Dark Horse, they're no longer able to be played. So there's a 90% chance that when 4 releases, they'll have a video explaining what happens in them. But there's sections that have already been shown from the trailers of it that are going to involve characters from that game. So, you know, anything is integral to the story of Kingdom Hearts. That's the problem.
Hmm. Uh, um, well, that's another thing I don't like about the Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
It's too
I figured.
convoluted.
It really is. I mean, you can enjoy them if you just play 1, 2, and 3, and you won't get necessarily a full story. Like I played 1 and 2 when I was or I played 1 and 2 a long time ago. I started up 3 before I played anything else, but I knew the story. And when I started 3, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Because well, to be fair, first game I had played, but I had a lot of friends who were big Kingdom Hearts fans. So I knew a lot about Kingdom Hearts 1, I knew a lot about Kingdom Hearts 2. Um so just knowing about those 2 games, playing the 3rd one, I was like, what is happening? What is this? What is that?" And I realized that a lot of these things take place in some of the offshoot games.
Huh. Well,
So,
yeah.
enjoy.
Oh, I'll enjoy it. Don't you worry.
Another one that I recommend playing, um, if you're gonna skip over Chain of Memories, at least play Birth by Sleep.
Ugh, you know,
Okay,
you and I, listen, you and I be talking about all this backlog we got, and you want me to add two other really long games?
okay. Not even okay. So we could even do an episode on that too. For next
What do
week
you mean?
instead of doing the one that we were gonna do, we could do an episode on backlogs for next week's. But no, like you're not even kidding though, because our plan is to talk about backlogs at some point. And as much as I'm telling you about you should play this game, you should play that game. I'm sitting at over 700 hours in the full um collection for 1.5, 2.5. But that's also, mind you, that is also because I am a completionist at heart. So I sent you screenshots of all the stuff that I had to do um, left, and I'll actually pull these up so that people here listening will know. So for my whole completionist deal, I like to make sure I get every single achievement, fill it all out. That's my kind of weakness, my kryptonite. Um, for all of these games, for the first game, all I have to do is finish it on the hardest difficulty, finish the game without changing my equipment, and defeating the game within 15 hours. For the second game, it's clearing it on the hardest difficulty, which is critical, not proud mode. But if I finish it on critical, I also get the one for proud mode. Critical is like hardest of the hard. Um, then I have a smattering of achievements for Chain of Memories and Birth by Sleep. And I can almost guarantee you my numbers are going to be doubled by the end of this. So I'm sitting at almost 700 hours. I might be at 1400 by the time that I'm done with the game.
Mm. I do kind of feel you though, because with the summer sale, I'm like, oh man, there's so many good games out. I got the Final Fantasy VII remake, both parts that are out
Hmm.
right now. I got
Ooh.
Pal World now that that's out. You know what I did a couple days ago? I booted up Fallout 4 for the millionth time because I'm like, I want to build settlements.
It's that thing. It's that thing in your brain. It's like I have all these things that I want to play that I need to play. I'm gonna go play something that I've already played before.
Yep.
You
But
know?
yeah, Kingdom Hearts. So far, it's been a really fun ride. I'm excited to see where the end game is going to take me.
I As much as I don't wish it upon anyone, especially not in your case, I really hope that you decide to change your mind and play all of them.
Well, we'll see. For sure, I'm going to do two, just because I've been indentured to play that with because of some other people.
I might have to convince these some other people to get you into more of them. Um,
Here's the thing, though. I don't think based on my experience with the game, I don't think I like it as much as you or these other friends that want me to play these games. So I really don't.
that's absolutely fair.
I don't like want to. I don't know how else to say it. You know what I mean?
No, that's
Like
fine.
I'm
Peer
excited to play
pressure, peer
two.
pressure.
Yeah, I'm excited to play
No,
two, but I don't want to like this Birth by Sleep, this two over whatever the hell days. I don't care.
no, that's absolutely fair. And maybe Birth by Sleep is also one that you could probably skip. It's
Okay.
technically the more I think about it, I feel like an asshole because I'm like, you have to play this. You don't have
No,
to play
no,
it.
no, no. I'm not trying to make you
Um,
feel bad.
no, but also I was thinking about it as you started saying that, and like, it's not you making me feel bad. It's when I think about it. A, it's a prequel, so it takes place before any of the story that you're gonna care about.
Okay.
Um, and for two or B, whatever I said, um, it has three different storylines. So if you want to understand the full story of that one, you'd have to play as 3 different characters. So it's a long game. It's one that you could definitely skip. You don't have to play that one.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
It's just yeah. But before we end this episode, I just want to get like scale of 1 to 10. I know that you were on the low end of things before you started playing it. Where are you at now? Do
That's a
you
7.
enjoy the game? A 7? A seven's probably valid. As
Yeah.
as much as I love the series, a seven's valid for the first game.
Yeah. I still have gripes with it. But I definitely I think the hate that I gave the game was unwarranted. I will say that.
In some cases.
Okay.
I mean, because you've throughout this episode, you've also made some very valid points.
Well,
You know,
thank you.
like some of your gripes are warranted. Final Fantasy characters, get the fuck out of here.
Well, that's the thing. The reason that I shied away from this game is still a reason I don't like the game. But there
Right.
are many other reasons now after having played it that the game has charmed me.
Yeah. So
So,
I mean,
7.
I'm I'm glad that you've turned around a little bit.
I'm glad too, honestly. It's a fun time.
Yeah. It's a nice little way to also connect with some of your other friends who have played it before who are like, hey, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, because here's the
And
thing too. People that like Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts really like Kingdom Hearts. And this isn't a knock to you or anybody else, but I'm just saying like they'll start to explain things and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. But now I do know. Now I know. Kind of.
now I know.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a fun little mini episode. It went a little longer than I was expecting, but we also kind of went on a couple of tangents, which is just kind of how Scuffed as fuck goes, you know?
Yeah. Minisode.
So, thank you guys so much for listening. We will be back next week with either an episode on backlogs or we'll put that in the backlog, much like our other games that we have to play. And we'll be talking about movie tie ins or video game tie ins to movies. So be on the lookout for either one of those episodes in 2 weeks from this posting. But we'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.
Goodbye.